Looking for a little trip into the past? How about these 10 jaw-dropping ruins left behind by lost ancient civilizations? So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. The Karnak Temple Complex, Egypt. When it comes to old age grandeur, no one does it like the ancient Egyptians. The Karnak Temple in Luxor, Egypt is a true testament to the sheer grandeur of life in ancient Egypt. Dotted with temples and shrines, did you know this stunning temple complex is over 2,000 years old? With every pharaoh king leaving behind their own architectural mark. Walk through the Avenue of Sphinxes and discover the Great Hypostyle Hall, a large room where towering pylons and lofty sandstone columns are bound to leave you spellbound. And while you're here, make sure to stop to admire the sacred lake and the nearby granite scarab, popularly believed to bring good luck and love. And speaking of myths and legends, did you know that according to Egyptian mythology, this is believed to be the site where creation began as an act of the Egyptian god Amun-Ra? With architecture that mirrors ancient Egyptian creation myths, there's no doubt that Karnak was one of the main religious centers of the ancient world. Number 9. Machu Picchu, Peru. If you know a thing or two about ancient history, you've probably heard about a little place called Machu Picchu. This beautiful preserved city, which literally translates to the Old Mountain, is like a time portal. A breathtaking relic of the lost Inca Empire, this architectural wonder oozes and radiates beauty and charm. Sitting atop the Andes mountain peaks of Peru, Machu Picchu is an incredible feat of ancient engineering. With intricate carvings, strange altars, and a mile-long aqueduct, the site draws millions of visitors to Peru every year. A labyrinth of stone buildings, caves, and staircases. Did you know the lost ancient city of Machu Picchu was built by some of the greatest stonemasons in history? From temples and homes to spas and sanctuaries, this place is a tantalizing insight into the daily lives of an ancient civilization lost to time. Number 8. The Moai Statues, Easter Islands. Probably the most cryptic of all ancient ruins in the world, these ginormous stone heads are the perfect gateway to the ancient past. Located on one of the most remote islands in the world, the famous Moai statues are simply fascinating. Built sometime in 1100, these oversized heads are the relics of an ancient people known as the Rapa Nui. Believed to be home to ancient spirits, these monolithic structures are a legendary piece of Polynesian craftsmanship. With a collection of more than 900 Moai statues and over 300 ceremonial sites dotting the entire island, there's lots of exploring for you to do. Weighing up to 14 tons, did you know an average Moai statue can be up to 13 feet tall? Take a lazy stroll on the beach where you can watch the sunset and rise over 15 stone megalithic in Ahutong Ariki as you casually walk around in the largest open-air temple complex in the world. Number 7. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. Here in Sigiriya lie the remaining ruins of an ancient Hindu city in what is now Sri Lanka. Part of the country's cultural triangle, Sigiriya is one of the most popular places in this beautiful island country. Just south of the Indian continent, this ancient sky city is often called the 8th wonder of the world, and we can definitely see why. An ancient sky city built on a monolithic rock towering high above the surrounding plains. According to Hindu epics, Sigiriya is the legendary seat of the Hindu god Ravana, quite literally the god city. You can't help but feel drawn to this ginormous lion city carved out of granite rock. Best known for an advanced hydraulic system of dams and underground water pumps, did you know some of this ancient infrastructure is still in use today? Equally notable for its water gardens and terraced fields, this city is full of archaeological marvels and one of the best examples of urban planning in the ancient world. Number 6. Ajanta Caves, Maharashtra, India. More than 2,000 years old, the Ajanta Caves is one of the largest cave architectures in India. Number 5. Cappadocia, Turkey. Once the capital of the Hittite Empire, the ruins of Cappadocia in Turkey are one of the most striking places on Earth, with many of the temples and homes carved directly into rock structures called fairy chimneys. This colorful kaleidoscope is the perfect backdrop to your trip throughout history. Be sure not to miss the Great Basilica of St. John the Baptist, thought to be the oldest and biggest cave church in Cappadocia. With its earliest recorded settlements dating back to the 6th century, the ancient city of Cappadocia is steeped in a unique historical charm. Number 4. Petra, Jordan. If the category is ancient ruins, the great ruins of Petra are topping every list. Lovingly called the Rose City, Petra was an ancient desert town in what is now Jordan. Tucked between the Red Sea and the Dead Sea, did you know that only 15% of Petra's ruins have been discovered to date, with a major portion of this lost city underground? An important hub for traders moving along the Silk Road, the city of Petra sure must have been a remarkably different place in its glory days. Once blooming with lush green gardens, palatial houses, and bustling markets, this ghost city is full of hidden caves, temples, and tombs. Carved out of pink sandstone cliffs, the city of Petra is a true wonder of the ancient world. Number 3. Stonehenge, England. One of the most prehistoric ruins in the world, Stonehenge sure makes it to every bucket list of ancient sites. Situated in Wiltshire, England, this old ruin is shrouded in mystery. Dating back to 5,000 years ago, the mysterious stone rings are probably the most unique stone structure to survive the test of time. And unlike most archaeological sites on this list, whose purpose is usually obvious, here's the thing: when it comes to Stonehenge, no one really knows. Who built them or why are still big mysteries. While most historians believe the site was once a royal burial ground, others seem to think it may have been used as a solar calendar or a center of worship in ancient times. It's hard to tell, but one thing is for sure: as the largest and most complete megalithic monument in Europe, these stone monuments are probably older than the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Perfect for a day trip from London, make sure you check out the Stonehenge Museum to learn more about one of the most fascinating archaeological sites in the world. Number 2. Chichén Itzá, Tinum, Mexico. When it comes to ancient civilizations, the Mayans are hard to miss. Their mythical mastery over astronomy and the legacy of monumental cities, Mayans have sure left a mark on human history. But if you want to know more about this advanced ancient civilization, you must journey far and deep into the old hills of Central America, where this marvel of Mayan architecture, Chichén Itzá, is bound to leave you awestruck. Attracting 1.2 million visitors every year, Chichén Itzá is one of the most visited archaeological sites in Mexico. Nestled between Mérida and Cancun, this was once the largest and most advanced Mayan city of its time. Sprawling an area of more than 10 square kilometers, this pre-Columbian Mayan city is a true cultural heritage of humanity, with its biggest draw being El Castillo, a massive Mesoamerican pyramid at the very center of this ancient city. Built sometime in the 9th to 12th century, this gigantic step pyramid is one of the biggest pyramid structures in the world after the Great Pyramids of Giza. Number 1. Tulum, Mexico. If you're looking for a place where historical charm and beachside views come hand in hand, Tulum is the right place for you. Home to some remarkable Mayan ruins alongside beautiful beaches and turquoise blue waters, what's not to love in this part of Mexico? Only an hour's drive from Cancun, these magical ruins belong to one of the richest and most powerful city-states of the 14th century. In fact, did you know some remains of this ancient cliff-top fortress date back to the 6th century? Head over to Tulum's well-hidden beach, where you can bask in the glory of the morning star amid old Mayan ruins and sun-bathing iguanas. From what we can tell, these ancient stone structures amid swaying palms and delicate cactus flowers sure make for a unique and remarkable sight. So there you have it, some of the coolest city relics from ancient times. For more history content, feel free to hit subscribe so you never miss out.